Do you have music trauma? I know I did, and it's what got me into the healing arts in the first place. I'm Marta Johnson with Inner Artistry, and I started my career as a classical pianist in Chicago, mostly performing with singers, opera singers, music theater singers, working in shows, that kind of thing. And about 10 years into my career, I had a massive attack of performance anxiety, and I figured I have got to get to the bottom of this. And it has helped me realize that my connection to music is quite distorted. You know, all cultures have music as a centerpiece of their community. Music is connecting, it's healing, it's joyful, it's fun, it's creative, all of these wonderful things. And yet for a lot of us who are either making our livings in music or wishing we made our livings or wishing we had more of it in our lives, that we've lost some of those elements of joyfulness, creativity, fun, healing. And one of my biggest goals in life is to help me and to help everybody reconnect to that beauty and the gifts that music have to offer. So I know for myself, just the nerves of performing on stage, from a young age was one of my issues that I've had to work through. Also, I worked at a number of young artist programs, and there were abusive teachers who would like scream at people. I remember one teacher like basically scratching the face of a singer, and it was like so awful to be in the room with her and around that. And like I wasn't even the one being attacked, but it affected me so much. And then I work with people, I hear stories of sexual assault in the professional world, and not to mention just like all the auditions one has to go through and the rejections that are just normal, and judgment of all kinds, whether that's from the people doing the hiring or the colleagues or colleagues who are bitter. Like there's just so many levels of distortion that need help in the music world. And I know the classical world the best, but I am sure that a lot of this translates to other aspects of the music industry. And I have found that there are 3 ways that I am helping people deal with trauma and getting to the place of this beautiful, healthy way of relating to music. So first of all is through IFS, Internal Family Systems. This is a therapy model, and it was what helped me originally the most with my performance anxiety. And it's a way that we can welcome all of the parts of a person into the room, into the healing space, including the most scared, the most vulnerable, and including the ones that we hate the most. Because honestly, like nobody's perfect. We've all done hurtful things. Maybe we have even been on the end of being the abuser and hurting people. How can we avoid that when the system is set up to be abuser victim all the time in the music world? So some of us are going to be in that position. And in IFS, we can welcome those parts, knowing that they had a positive intention of some kind. This is so relieving for people, so relieving for me to just allow all of the humanity of a person to show up. And it's beautiful to be a part of it. It's beautiful to experience it. And then secondly, I'm offering AuraTransformations, which is a really powerful energy model that upgrades your aura so that you have better boundaries just naturally. You don't even have to try hard for those boundaries. You might have to do a little bit of energy work to keep them up if you want to do that, but you don't have to. But clarity, deeper knowing, intuition come in with the aura transformation so that you just know what's working for you and what isn't working for you. And that helps you follow the path that's meant for you, and it also helps you say no to the stuff that doesn't work. And finally, if you are local in Chicago, I'm offering repertoire rallies, and that's an in-person gathering. And that's a place where you get to practice being your best self, your most musical self, where you get to break the rules, where you get to experiment and play and have fun. And people usually find it really relaxing, welcoming. enjoyable. And also, like, you know, if you need to work on performance anxiety, it's a great place to do that. We just have a small group of 4 people at a time, so it's very intimate, and everybody who comes is very loving. So if any of this interests you, I invite you to check out my website for more information, innerartistry.space. You can sign up for my newsletter, and you can also reach out to me on my website, or marta@innerartistry.space. Thanks so much for watching, and I wish you well on your musical journey.